Nobody's here. Why is nobody here? Am I? Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Is it technical difficulties or what's going on? I'm here, okay? I'm in my own chat. Yeah, I'm here. One is watching. I'm watching myself. Oh, there it is. People. I need to play this, I think. Give me a second. I haven't been live in ages. I think it was a year ago. Why are you doing this? Oh, there's people. There's you guys. There's Oscar catching on fire. Okay. My situation here is not helping out. Okay. Yeah. Allison is here, my moderator, so she'll keep you entertained until I get things figured out. Hey. It just doesn't want to work, so I guess I'm not going to work with you. I'm going to work with these guys. Hey, from Canada. Thank you for doing it live. Yeah, we're here for a bunch of reasons. First, a crawl. First, to relax for a little bit. Time out from healing, from cards, from any kind of anything. Just relax. Wow, okay. You guys are rolling here. So that's the main reason, right? Just stay by a fire in a 90-degree weather, because that's how we do it. No, it's not that hot, but I mean, I love fires. What can I do? I'm a fire sign. Relax, main reason, or chillax. Second reason, 700K. Why this is so important to me? I think the main reason is because right before I started my channel, I used to see a lot of sevens, a lot of them, everywhere I looked. 77, 777, 0707, sevens. And I kind of got a general idea of the meaning for that. Now, I'm not good with numerology, so I don't know what that is exactly. But when I got to look it over, I'm trying to catch up with you guys. It's pretty hard. Oscar, not by the fire, please. Now that you can hear me. So when I looked into it, the general idea of it was you're on the right path. And then I think a couple of months later, I opened up this channel. The intent with the channel was a different one. I mean, not that it was a different one. I didn't expect it to get where it's at, basically. But we'll talk about that later. So that's why 7 is kind of like a magical number for me. Another reason that we are here. Can you please come over here? Thank you. Yeah. Not good. Fire, not good. Because Mama, you know Mama. Mama is the type of go big or go home. And Mama put up a big pile of wood in there. Alright? Come here. Say hello to the people. Say hello. You want to say hello? Or are you going to give them a growl? Or me? Yeah. Another reason. And then I'll catch up with you guys. Because you're talking fast. You're fast today. Another reason, which I'll show you in a minute. This thing works and I'm not going to burn myself. How do you... Hold on, I'm just learning to light up something here, apparently. Oh, I should have done it. Okay, now I know, but it's too late. Bear with me. Bear with me. We're just chillaxing here. My lighter's not working. I should use the fire behind me, huh? Man, and it's windy out. At least one of you. Okay. The final reason. I never did this with one of these, so I might run away. Hold on. This is fun. Not. Come on. I don't think it was supposed to be done like this. So how you guys doing? Don't you just love when we come unprepared? It's like, but then again, prepared for what? Okay. If I burn myself, I swear to God. I can't get this to work. Is it Mercury retrograde for candles too? Or... yeah, okay, I'm just gonna forget it. Anyways, my attempt of a candle. I've never played with these kinds of things before. So, the reason why I have this thing that's not working apparently, June 8th, 2 years ago, is when I posted the first video on the channel. So, we're somewhere in between because I opened the channel at the end of May and then I went to work for a week and then I came back home and I'm like, if I'm not going to post this, I'm never going to do it. So, I did it. So June 8th. So, let's pretend I'm blowing. Yeah. Let's make a wish. What are we wishing for? Another million years? Yeah. Let's see how humans are. We're so selfish. I'm not gonna live a million years. You're not gonna live a million. But then again, yeah, it could be. Yeah, maybe 100. Whatever. Another, so on and so forth. Okay? Let me blow this big fire candle. I made the wish. I don't think I'm gonna eat this because I bought it a week ago because I saw it and it was pretty, and it's been sitting in my fridge for a week. So you know what? Nah. You know what? Just the frosting. Just if you don't see any videos from me as of Monday, then you know what it is. It's the frosting. Yeah. I think I'm gonna live. I didn't even bring a spoon. Anyways, let's see what you guys are saying. Enough about me. That's it. Relax, everybody. Oscar took his place. He's relaxing. Everybody relax. If you see me running, it's the fire. Ice cream is here. See? It's that kind of a day. Let's see. Thank you guys, because it's because of you that all of this, that me and Oscar are here with this fire, eating expired frosting and all of this that's going on. Just relaxing today. You know, I was in the yard trying to do stuff in the yard over and over again. I always have to do something, apparently. And as I was lifting some bricks to take them outside, I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I threw it off. I just sat in the sun for a couple of hours. I just pampered myself today. I ate watermelon, I took a bath, salt, everything. That's why we're here, to take baths and to relax. All right. Let's see. Guys, you are so freaking amazing. It's not even funny. I don't even know what to reply to here. Thank you to all of you. Definitely. Self-care. That's it. That's it, Steph. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Any questions? Anything? If you want to chat about, whatever. How are you guys having fun? Tell me that. You know. Let's see how you guys are relaxing or having fun. Any advice for starting a YouTube tarot channel? First, there's this important question that you have to ask yourself: do you love it? If you do, then you know, when I started, a lot of people thought I did some magic or something. I didn't do anything. I was just kind of blissfully naive, or I have no idea what the hell happened. I just put the videos out there and The universe kind of worked with me on that part, I think. So it's you gotta trust yourself, trust your intuition. That's my advice. Because at the beginning, you'll probably be focusing on the meaning of the cards a lot until, with practice, you'll stop doing that. And then that's when you're supposed to let your intuition flow in. And then just put them out there. Put them out there and put them out there for you, not for anybody to. If you're focused on putting it out there for views, for money, for who knows what, I don't know. You could try. I don't know if it's going to work out. Most people I've met, especially with this, didn't necessarily start out as, oh, I'm going to have millions of views or 700,000 subscribers. But it's you and you basically with this one, and it's very helpful at some point when you do allow your intuition to come in. It's very helpful to you, as much as it is for others. It's very helpful to you to tune in and to trust yourself in that department. I think I got stung by a mosquito by my ass. I'm sorry to be so graphic, but man, they picked the craziest places. If it wasn't the fire, I'm not sure. So yeah, let's see. It seems to come natural for you. It seems to come natural for a lot of people, because in my case, I had a reading right before I started where I felt there was this shift happening where I'm like, I feel like I need to leave my job, but I'm like, I'm still gonna stick it out for a couple of months. But I really, really feel the need to go into this new adventure, basically, because it was totally new for me. I had no idea about tarot. I knew nothing. I had my interactions with tarot, but nothing crazy. So I had this reading with an amazing friend of mine. And I don't think she even knew it was me. It was a live YouTube thing, and I used my personal account, and I don't know if she knew at the time, but my one question was, should I pursue what I'm inclined to pursue? And she's like, it apparently shows here that you've done that in a previous life, so maybe that's why it's gonna come fairly easy to you. And I'm like, well, it's gonna come fairly easy. I don't even know what the King of Swords means. At that time I didn't. So, yeah, that's how I did it basically. And I just put the videos on, and then a couple of months in, I was like, what the hell happened? And again, you guys made it happen. Let's see. When am I gonna visit Romania again? Hopefully next year. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna make any promises to my Romanian fellows. But hopefully sometime next year, if there's time, and we'll see what happens until then with traveling. I mean, these days I hear they're more loose, but restrictions, but let's see. How did you learn tarot? I watched a lot of free content about the meanings of the cards because everywhere I looked, everybody said pretty much the same thing. You learn the cards, and then your intuition is kind of gonna take it from there. So I took some classes. I took a class with I didn't take. I watched free videos, and then I took a specific class with someone that has a YouTube channel, Tarot. I will not give out the name, but I will be collaborating with her. See, you got a hint. And it was funny how it happened because she didn't even know I took the class. Because it was an online pre-recorded kind of thing. So she asked me if I wanted to collaborate a few months back, and I'm like, hell yeah, you know. But we have, again, very different styles because it's your intuition that makes you your own tarot reader, right? So basically just learning the cards at the beginning. And then trust me, I got frustrated with all of them cards when I started. Like, why can't I remember what this means? And then soon enough, for some reason, I started seeing them tying up together, and I just see the stories tying together. When I put the cards down, bam, an image shows up, and then it's hard sometimes to even translate what we see, what we feel with the cards, which I'm sure a lot of you are already reading, so you already know that. Hard to put into words, you know. My sun sign is Leo. Birthday's coming up. Birthday's coming up. Okay. Can you? Somebody's asking over and over again if we can manifest with music. I am not quite sure what that question is about. If it's referring to the videos that you find out there on YouTube about manifesting, listen to this for 8 hours and this will happen. Um, Music, sound in general, has a pretty powerful vibration. So, what it does actually, just the title of that, without even listening to the music, it kind of sets you in that mood of setting a clear intention, basically, and that's how you manifest. And sometimes, yeah, it happens with the help of the music that's there. Um, I would just go with what makes sense to you in that department of, you know, watching all sorts of videos or reading all sorts of things. Because I go through a lot all the time, and some things just don't speak to me, you know, and I'm like, okay, you know, I respect that they put it out there, but it just doesn't resonate with me. So I move along to something that does. So I think, yes, you can, um, but it's more underneath everything, you know. It's not the music necessarily. The music really sends you in that direction, has that ability, but it's your intention, um, basically, that ties you up to the vibration of the music, I guess. And then with that combo, poof, yeah, manifestation could be possible, probably. um, Personal readings, no. No. No, it takes a lot. I did them at the beginning, for like a month or something. It takes a lot of energy. It does increase your abilities a whole lot faster, and you know, it's quite interesting, but it's very depleting at the same time. Like at the end of a reading day, I was like, bleh. So I'm like, I don't think that I want to do that. And to me personally, even with coaching, when I'm going to be opening up, for some reason, I'm kind of inclined. I mentioned on my other channel, I like to see the bigger picture, so I'm kind of inclined to help a mass of people rather than one person at a time. I would enjoy doing that too, but it seems like there's no time in the universe to work with all of the people, you know, that come over, um, for specific situations. So I prefer to, you know, I stuck with the general readings, and again, it takes a lot of energy. Kudos to the ones that do it. It's a lot. It's a lot. Um, let me see. How to raise vibration? The simplest way possible. Try to force yourself to stay in the present moment, basically, as much as you can, and just observe around you. There's so many things that can speak to you. You know, not your emotions, not what you're going through, not your life, not that you have to pay a bill tomorrow or the day after, or that you missed it, or not those things. The wind, the sound of the wind, the fire, um, think small things. We tend to complicate things like no tomorrow, and we tend to, it's got to be something big. It's actually the smallest things that bring us that joy, that, and keep us here in the present. Um, the sound of a bird, I don't know, and any little thing. Think simple in that direction. You know, don't go big. Don't be like, where do I start? There's so many things to do, so many people to watch, so many people to follow. No, it's the moment in front of you. You need to follow. That's it. Um, let's see. Sometimes my chat gets blocked, and that's where I see a question, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna answer. Um, what are your thoughts about these weird times? Are they weird? Um, I think everything is happening in the way that it's supposed to happen. There's some people that were expecting something beautiful out of what we just went through as humanity went through. Um, Others didn't care much for what was gonna happen. Others hated that it happened. So, you know, um, it just happened. How we're gonna deal with it. That's what's. I don't really have any thoughts like I hate it, I love it, again, I see reasons for every little thing, and this is a big thing. So there's definitely reasons for this for each of us because it affected all of us. It's not secluded. It's not like, okay, three people got secluded somewhere but nobody knows where, and they had a pandemic, and they didn't know how to handle it. No, it's the whole freaking world. So for each of us, it has different meanings, different consequences, different ways to look at things, hopefully, for everybody. So, my favorite color, green. Do you meditate? I do. I do meditate. Would you consider doing readings on a platform like Twitch? I don't know. I feel like I'm my parents. Like for the last 2-3 years, I feel like I'm my parents when I used to go with them when I was young with a new phone, and I'm like, Mom, Dad, look at this, and it has this function and this and this. Look at all the things you can do. And when I hear thousands of hundreds of thousands of gazillions of platforms, I'm like, what is that? Who? Twitch who? Or what? So at some point, I kind of lost track. And that may have happened about 2-3 years ago. see what starting a tarot channel does? You're out of the platform world. As you can see, I'm not very. Social media and I just, no, we just don't, no, we don't have a good relationship. And I don't know if I want to work on that relationship, so, let's see. Do you have a partner? I'm married, so yeah, I do have a partner. Okay. Do you remember past lives? I do, a lot actually. That time between um, right then when you fall asleep, right before you fall asleep, I have a lot of downloads, a lot of visions about past lives, possibly about parallel lives, because some of them feel like, no, that's not that past to go, So I do. And then I mentioned to you guys this morning that I did what was that? I did 3 days. where I was out of this world completely. I just came back to Earth yesterday. 3 days of um, animal Reiki. I got my certificate for Master Animal Reiki. It's a powerful energy, very subtle one and very powerful, and it opened up so many things for me. Um, Not for me in relationship to animals only, but for me personally, in terms of visions and all of that. So I'm kind of sitting on it right now, waiting for them to pop up when they want to, if they want to. So yeah, I do get. Did I answer the question? I think I did. Come on, I don't go around in circles too much. Did I, Oscar? And if I would go in circles, he would follow me. Um, so yeah, I do get I did past life regression too, so I got a bunch of things in there also. Um, what is the spiritual download like? It's gonna be different. You know, what I'm getting, you could be getting it in a different kind of way. All of you. Sometimes they're pretty similar in the way that they hit you. Um, could be feelings, could be visions, could be like before I took this course that I just took. I used to feel the visions. You know, I didn't necessarily see clear pictures of things. I used to feel what I saw, and that created a story of what I'm seeing, basically. Um, So a spiritual download could be coming through feeling, through hearing, through all of our senses if we keep them activated, basically, and pay attention, because we never know. And it depends on what are you looking for with the spiritual download, or what it's supposed to be for. I was looking at the screen, I thought I saw a little bit of a monster face, and I'm like, no, silly, that's you in the background, but the monster, Anyway, see, that could be a spiritual download right there. How do you call back your energy after Reiki sessions? I never give away my energy in Reiki sessions. The energy flows through me, basically, and I think that's how it's supposed to happen, where you're not. Well, problem is, if you're really tuned into what's going on there, yeah, you could take on a lot of things, but you don't have to. And if I do take on a lot of things from the person, the animal, the whatever, I know how to transmute it, and that's a video that I'm thinking of making for my other channel, but I do not know how to explain it yet. I learned it last year in Sedona from some horses that I worked with, how they picked up my energy and just kind of literally spit it out. So that's what I do, but I kind of instinctively picked it up from them, so it's hard for me to explain how I do it. So I don't hold on to any kind of energy, especially in Reiki. I just kind of, it flows right through me. That's the point, I think. And with anything else, where I go out there and pick up on energies, I know how to release them, especially if they're not mine. Let's see. When did you start the live chats? I haven't. This is the first one in a very long time, and um, I'm not doing them that often. But 700K, well, the number 7 was a very significant number for me. If you watch from the beginning, you'll hear it there. Where do you live? I live in Illinois, the U.S. Let's see. What's your sign? Leo. I think I said that before, but I like saying it. I'm a Leo. Of course, I like saying it. I'm a Leo. Do you believe in twin flame? Um, I I think every reader out there is a little saturated with this labeling of what a connection should be. A lot of people take that labeling and forget about everything else, and it's um, yes, I believe in everything. Twin flame soulmates, whatever they're mentioning there, it's just a matter of how much power do you give to that label instead of that relationship. You know, to me at least. So um, I don't like to hang on too much to. That's why I mostly in my readings I use the term soulmate because we're all soulmates. So that could include all of the other labels. I avoid using it because people just hang on to that and they're like, you know, I want to meet my twin flame, or and they're losing focus of other important stuff, more important stuff for them than hanging on to this label, this fairy tale kind of, which is anything but a fairy tale. Um, but yeah, I do believe. I don't like to use labels much in that department. Um, let's see. What's your favorite music? I don't have a genre. I'm like, I could like pretty much anything. To me, it has to sound good. Something from that, if you play a song for me, something from there has to sound good. Either the voice of the artist or something, the instruments, even if it's one, you know, if it's like my favorite singer um, is Pink. Uh, and with her, how I started liking her, because in the beginning I didn't necessarily. I was like, yeah, you know, too much. Um, you know. But what I was listening to a song of hers, and I wasn't paying attention to the lyrics. It was coming on the radio over and over again, and I'm like, yeah, okay. But then the violin behind everything kind of struck me, and I'm like, that sounds pretty cool. And then I started listening to the lyrics, and then I'm like, that sounds pretty cool. So, you know, it kind of ties up together like that for me. So I'm not hooked up on a specific, like, I can listen to classical music for hours. I sing it to Felix at times. Uh, or any kind of, I'm not big on, oh, I like this one better than that one. No, anything. That sounds good and makes sense. And lately, I think the lyrics of a song have to really, really speak to me. Um, if not, at least the voice, or again, we're going back to instrument, voice, whatever it is. Let's see. What does it mean to see numbers repeating themselves? It means that, you know what, if you, again, it's kind of like the same thing with labeling for a connection. It's numbers, repetitive. They're called synchronicities. It means you're in tune with the universe is kind of speaking to you at that time. It's not about let me Google what 333 means, you know, because yeah, you'll find out and then you'll lose the whole aspect of getting them around you. It means you're in alignment basically with your life, the universe. You know, it's that kind of equal give and take. You're in that flow at that time. Now, of course, they do have significance in their own um, different numbers, but I don't know them because I do not know numerology. But the overall idea is that why is it windy all of a sudden? Not all of a sudden, it was always windy. And what am I talking about? Let's see. Favorite food. This is gonna be a tough one. It's a Romanian dish, and it's an acquired taste. And you guys, I think 90% of you would not enjoy that if you had it for the first time. Maybe if you kept on eating it over and over again, maybe. But it's a soup. It's a tripe soup. So that's my favorite. I think because my dad got me hooked up on it when I was 2. That's what I hear. I mean, I remember my first memory of eating that was I was sitting in his lap and he was feeding me with a spoon and little bread pieces, and he would put it in there, and I would be like, so, that's definitely my favorite food. So, no, it's not. It's not the video I made. That's a dessert. This is a food dish, and it's so good. I miss it. But do you believe in ghosts? No, I don't believe in ghosts. I think they exist. So there's no believing in them, or I know they exist. So it's not whether or not you believe. I mean, um why did we make this about me? Let's talk about you guys. What do you do for fun? Tell me. I need ideas. I'm getting bored. Uh, no, I'm not. I'm just busy with a whole lot of things, and I have so many things I want to go see and do. But you guys tell me, okay? So many questions. Um, I mean, it's fine, but I didn't want to make it about me. I kind of did. Come on, I'm a Leo. Who are we kidding here? No, I'm joking. I know how to be a Leo when I want to. People around me know that. Let's see. My God, here you go. What are you doing? Stop. Uh, was that? Oh God. The mosquito was on its way to kill me, and I killed it by mistake. Just by doing this, so. Did I say a mosquito wanted to kill me? Wow. Anyway. Um. Let me see. Favorite book. The Untethered Soul is becoming more and more my favorite book. Um, it's a good reminder of how we can stand back and not participate in the noise that we create up here. Be the observant of that rather than the participant. Um, that was a pretty interesting book. That kind of took over in my preferences. I did have, my God, I forgot. We have some pretty somber and pretty mystical writers back home too. So, um, amongst my favorite ones, though, there's a couple of Romanian ones. But they're too deep sometimes. Let's see. Which star sign do you like the most? I do not have any preferences, since I have all of them in my chart except for Aquarius. I do not have, but I have an Aquarius friend, so that kind of fills in the gap. I don't have any preferences in terms of reading four signs. I gotta say I got preferences. Uh, in terms of the energy and what it does for me, of course, fire signs are the most flowing for me. Um, I think I prefer earth signs to fire signs though when I read, because they're so grounded and just so grounded, and I love that. Plus, I have that in my moon and Venus and pretty much everywhere in my house, my dog, my cat, earth signs everywhere. Um, so, with air and water, it's a very interesting energy. With water, I'm always kind of, and with air too, to some extent, I'm always kind of scared of what's going to come up in the first round. And then it's the second round, the clarification part, where I'm like, huh, let's see what's going on here for real this time. And with water, I love like my dad was a water sign, and we had the most intense unspoken connection between the two of us. Like we didn't even use words to communicate. Sometimes we knew one another just by, you know, very intense, very held down emotionally, um, not really too out there with their emotions. So I like when I go deep to see, but it's so freaking intense. It takes a lot out of me energetically. And I remember that from my dad. So um, with air signs, it's very interesting because it's left, right, left, right, left, right. Let's catch them. Let's see where they're at. You know, let's try it. So every aspect has, you know, every element has their fun side to them. Um, Earth would be the energy itself would be the my favorite because it keeps me grounded. It's like, oh, so good. So when an earth sign comes in, when I read and they're in swords or wands, or I'm like, what the hell happened here? Cool down, ground yourself. You know. Um, let's see. Rising and moon. Rising is Libra. Moon is Capricorn. Um, how do you handle bad days? That's a good question. Um, Bad days. No, bad days can be just about anything for just about anybody. But not feeling in my element, let's say, you know, not feeling a little off. I would call that a bad day. Um, I try not to get myself doing anything, participating in anything. If I notice that, okay, this is not a good day in general, I'm like, if I have appointments to do something, or if even with readings, I'm like, nope, not today. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm just kind of gonna sit there and just deal with the energy. It feels uncomfortable as fuck when you're just sitting there not doing shit because you're not allowing yourself to. And then it's like, even if you grab a glass of water, you drop it off your hands or something because, you know, you have a bad day or who knows. So you're like, oh, okay. So I just accept it as it is, as it comes. I don't try to fight the energy. I don't try to tell it to go away because I have stuff to do. No. I just kind of rearrange my life around it, you know? And then eventually it'll cool off, it'll go away. Um, let's see. Favorite tarot card. Um, should I say strength? No, I would be really vain if I would. The Fool. I love the Fool. I've been in the energy of the Fool many times. Um, because that's how I kind of go in life, basically. Uh, I just take chances. I don't. The more I sit and think about things, the more I'm not gonna do it. That's what I did with the channel too. I started it. I went back to work for a week, and then I'm like, if I'm not gonna do it now, I'll be dragging it, and I'm just not gonna do it. You know, if I put things off, I usually go with instinct. So it's kind of like that, taking a chance on pretty much anything I've done. Some things turned out bad. Some things, especially lately, most things turned out good. So um, it's getting darker here. I don't know if, with the help of the fire, maybe you'll still see me. Um, but yeah, the Fool. Let's see what else. What time is it there? It's 8:45, I guess. Yeah. Thank you guys for donating. Thank you guys for being here. I keep on asking you about you, and you keep on asking me about me. That's not fair. Who said life is fair though? But yeah. When did you know the first time you feel energies? Ooh. Uh, this is not a story that I'm proud of, but that's when I knew for sure. I was 18. I was back home in Romania, and I was with a couple of friends, and we had just come out of a mall or something, and we got in the car. I was driving, and something pissed me off. Uh, Something had pissed me off in the mall. I don't remember exactly what. It doesn't even matter. I remember the energy of it. I was pissed off. And then this guy comes out of nowhere with his car driving like crazy while I was trying to get out of the parking lot, and he literally just didn't look, just drove by like, you know. And I'm like, the first thing I said, and I felt it through me, through all of my inch of my body, everything. I said, I hope you hit a pole while doing that. Not even a minute later, we hear some squeaking sound, and then, this big bang. And then everybody from the car looked at themselves, at me. They're like, do not piss her off, never. And when we got out of the parking lot, he hit a pole, basically. Um, so that's when I knew that I knew it before then. I just didn't know how to explain it. I was a very quiet kid. When I was very little, I was very quiet and very observant. And I knew I had something in regards to feeling things, observing things, taking things in, basically. But this time is when it was confirmed for me that, oh shit, I just made that happen. I was, I felt like crap afterwards. But that to me was the first time I manifested something. And then again, went against my intuition at some point. Still around that time, some friends came and picked me up to go out, and something inside me screamed, "Do not go!" And I went, and I got into a car accident. Fender bender, nothing big, but an inconvenience basically. Um, but I've had these things happening for quite some time. So I knew, and then I've had some tragedies happening in my life, starting in 2009, and that's when I went in deep into the darkness, and I came back out, searching for ways to back to me, basically, to bring me back. So that's when everything started. Yeah, this is a robin in the background. It's been here all day. Uh, and it's very gutsy. It's coming really close to me, kind of looking like, what are you doing? And then kind of taking two more steps, and then kind of checking it out again. Um, let's see. When you guys stop seeing me, because we're not going to have much light any longer, just let me know. You know. Um, let's see. Some of your hobbies. I think my latest, most interesting hobby would be just to be in nature, just to be in silence in nature. And I know to some that's boring, but to me it's the best kind of thing. I used to have like it's funny because I wanted for so long um, to get me a motorcycle. I've had a license since I was a teenager, and then I've had some things in my life that kind of drew me away from that. And then I think 2 years ago is when I was at the edge of getting myself into that again. That would be a hobby, to ride. Um, but then again, I found horses, which I've always had this attraction for. So I'm like, I don't know. I think spending time with animals, it's a little better. But it's that driving, riding. I don't know what it is. I must have it from someplace else, from a different life. My favorite thing to do is drive. Like, give me 2,000 miles, I would drive 4,000. you know. Um, let's see. Did you realize how many people you would affect from all over the world? No, I don't. Um, I do at times when I get some interesting emails about people meeting through my channel or being the common topic at a cafe in Argentina, or I don't know. It's these kind of weird but fun but really interesting kind of stories. And to me, it's just a number. If I were to put all of you together, I think I would be freaked out. I think I would be like, what the fuck? Um, so, no, I don't know. I don't know. And not only me, a lot of other uh, tarot readers probably are in the same kind of boat, where they're like, yeah, no. Not that it's just a number and it's not important, we just don't have the understanding of what that actually is, you know? Um, what's your necklace? It's my birth chart. And I have no idea where I did it. That's a bat. That's a bat right there. That's my cue. That's my cue. That was a bat too. The robins left. They left me with the bats. Um, I don't know where I got it from online somewhere. It popped up for me as, do you want to do your birth chart on a pendant? And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. So, uh, let's see. I wonder if I should put some more wood on that fire. It's a little windy though, and when I started it big. I'm a go big or go home kind of person, and then I almost caught on fire, but yeah. Um, so, do you watch other tarot channels to have readings or to watch readings about me? Sometimes I do. Not that much though. It's very rare when I do, and sometimes something calls out, like either they show up when I browse, and I'm like, huh, that title calls out to me, or but not too much lately. Um, yeah, I've had too many things going on to watch uh, YouTube in general or anything in general, you know. Um, but yeah, sometimes I do. Do you still work at the job you had? No, I don't. I quit 2 years ago, 2 months after I started this channel, uh, basically. So, no, I don't. And I thank God that I don't, because even though it involved driving, it was a physically exhausting job where I did it for a few months and then I would collapse for another few months. because physically it took a toll on me and on whoever does it. Um, where are the marshmallows? Right? I got a I got a cupcake. I can throw it in there, see what happens. What was your job? A truck driver. I used to drive an 18 wheeler, so I've been through your state. If you're in the U.S., I was in all states. Um, so I've been there. My favorite state, Oregon. Uh, it reminded me of back home a lot. Um, it's that west. There's something about the West Coast. Um, East Coast has really, really beautiful places too. The West Coast is more expanded, more. East Coast, I think, traumatized me because that's where I really learned to drive a truck and to park it, especially because streets are so tight in there, um, especially around New Jersey, New York. Pennsylvania has some, yeah, but yeah, um, Oregon, Colorado, Utah. Yeah, I miss it. Let's see. Let's see. Garden of the Gods. Wow. Interesting you said that. I've been there 2 years ago. Unfortunately, we've had a pretty nasty experience there where 2 years, 3 years it was, I think. Wow. Friend's dog actually passed away over there, so we never went back, although we wanted to really, but the first day that we got there and started to explore it, uh, but I want to go there for sure again, you know. So we had to deal with something else while we were there. Um, but I want to go there. I want to go to many places. There's the Mammoth Cave, I think it's called. Let me throw some more logs in there. All right, look who's up. My boy. My boy's up. Go back. We're good here. Okay, let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Have you been to a foreign country? Yes, to the US. It was foreign to me when I came here. Um, no, when I came here, I was 21. So before that, I didn't get to travel outside of my original country, which was Romania. After we started, well, during that time, people started heading all sorts of places, Europe and America, pretty much everywhere. I mean, travel was definitely a possibility before, but I just didn't get a chance to. I was studying, I was in school, I was focused on that. Um, so, let's see. Did you chop the logs? No, I didn't. I would have, but no, I didn't. Well, maybe next time. uh, did you name your boys after the movie. No, I actually didn't know until after I named Felix. Oscar, I've had him since he was a little pup, like the size of my palm, um, just a few days old. So Oscar has been with me for 16 and a half years, and then I got Felix a year and a half ago, and I just love that name, and I'm like, okay. And then everybody kept telling me the odd couple and all that. I'm like, who? So I didn't know. Um, let's see. Have you ever lived in New York? No, I've lived in Illinois ever since I came to the U.S. I was in Illinois. I was in Chicago until 2 years ago. That's where I lived for 13, 14 years. And then I moved a little away from the city. I needed a little bit of quiet. Um, so I didn't live in New York. I was there, but um, what's up, baby boy? What's up? What's up? I just threw some more logs. Now we have to sit here for a little while longer. I know, Mama's crazy. That's what you deal with. I know. Well, let's see. You wanna come here? Hmm? You wanna come here? There's a breeze, so it's not that hot in here. There's actually a breeze, and we have quite a few trees around that have this beautiful, beautiful breeze all the time. Um, so, and I love fires. I can't help it. Like when I started this, yeah, the sun was still out, so it was still about, I don't know, maybe 80 degrees, but I'm like, I don't care, you know? So, I haven't been to Canada yet. Uh, I will. I will go visit. I actually had a dream 3 weeks ago or something that I was moving there, or I don't know. I don't know. But not really that I was moving. I was kind of going back and forth. So I want to go to Canada for sure. I got some places that I want to visit there. Let's see. Yeah, Alberta is one of them. Um, can you guys still see me? Or not so much? You can just hear me. We see you. Okay. 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 Got it. I got you. Okay. Now, I saw a bat or two, but I don't see them anymore. But when I start seeing mosquitoes, I think I'm done here. uh, no, I'm joking. I'll still, I mean, we'll put quite a few logs in there. You know what? Let's give it another. This is gonna be a long video. When did I start this? Let's kind of like you guys are here in my backyard, you know? You're watching the fire, I'm watching you as you're watching the fire. This is pretty weird. How would you like it if I were to watch you while you're watching the fire? Chillaxing here. You know? Um, I'm not going yet, being the word key, but I will go eventually. Um, let's see. Do you have roommates? Yes, I have a dog and a cat that are considered my roommates. No, it's just me and my spouse and my boys. Basically, our boys. That's it. So no roommates. Well, right now you all are my roommates. So, um, I do have friends coming by a lot of times. Actually, when I renovated the place, I drew Reiki symbols inside the walls, so everybody that comes here doesn't understand why they feel so relaxed, so good when they're coming here. And it's like this situation, the fire pit situation, I built it 2 weeks ago, I think. I'm like, I want my own Zenden outdoor, and I made it because the Zenden is indoor there. So it's pretty cool. We have people coming over all the time, family, friends that are like family. Can I be your friend? You're all my friends right now. You're with me here. As you're watching the fire, I'm watching you. So, which is very, very weird, but let's see. I think I heard it from someplace. What gave you the idea to draw a Reiki symbol in the walls? I think I heard it someplace, and then it stuck with me, and I'm like, huh, that makes sense. And then when I saw my house ripped apart, I'm like, you know what? Before they put those walls in, yeah, I'm gonna do this. So I drew them pretty much everywhere. Uh, Ceilings, walls, every side wall, everything. Even the room that I was doing readings in, the screen room in the wood, yeah, there's symbols over there too. So it's everywhere. Uh, let's see. Do you cook? Huh. You love me. You like that answer? I do cook. Problem is, I don't really love cooking. Um, when I do love cooking, it's the best kind of food ever. When I don't, when I just kind of whatever, I'll eat it because I cooked it, but I can't say, oh my god, it's delicious. Well, I can't say that. No, if somebody else eats it, no. So I do cook, I'm pretty good at following instructions for recipes. I'm pretty good at following instructions for pretty much everything I do until I lose my temper. Not my temper, my patience. So if I'm working on a big project outside or inside the house, and then there's these little screws, and it's 100 of them, by the 98th, I might lose it. I might be like, fuck this. We'll do it again sometime, but not tonight. You know? So, I have that too. You know, the human traits of, especially with patients. Um, that's right, Citra. Let's see. Brianna, no. I know her, but no. Not her. Keep guessing though. It'll happen eventually. Kind of waiting for some things to clear out of my life. I think you remember I went back and forth to someplace else, and that situation is still kind of ongoing. So I'm still kind of one foot home and one foot someplace else a little bit for now. Um, so until things get settled in that department, which affects my personal life, not probably I'm not gonna be giving my time to something other than my channel and my other channel. YouTube is still letting us talk. It's just an hour and 10 minutes. We can do a whole lot more. No, I'm not gonna keep you guys longer than, okay, 9:30 my time. We're done. How about that? I think that's fair for everybody. Because I keep asking you guys what you guys do for fun or what you're planning to do, and you keep turning it around on me. What's your birth date? August 9th. There it is. Do you pay attention to your reading for Leo? No, I don't. Um, I don't pay attention to any reading in particular because I'm focused in the story and then I deliver the story. And I've had friends that told me, you said this in your reading about my sign. And I'm like, man, that sounds like someone really, really smart. Like, I don't think that was me. And then she had to play it for me, and I'm like, who is that? So a lot of the times I get disconnected from here because I'm connected to what's happening in there, and I have no recollection necessarily of, and no, I try not to put myself or any energies around me in the readings because that's not, no, um, no, just no. I don't do it because it feels like I'm being locked in a room of energies when I'm doing the readings, and then I'm like, my personal life is somewhere outside that door, so it's like, I'll just wait here until you're done there, you know? Kind of feels like that. Um, so I don't know what I'm saying in my own readings about me. Unless I do the reading for me specifically, but that's something else. Do you read for yourself? Sometimes I do. I haven't done it in a very long time, and a lot of the times I do, though. Yeah. I used to do it when I had more time, but I'm still unpacking stuff, and I have my favorite deck that I use for myself, and I have no idea where I packed that one. So. Alright, let's see. I love to go to the movies. Man, I know. First thing I wanted to do when the lockdown came, first time, I wanted to go see a movie, and I'm like, I've had it there every freaking day, and I didn't go. And now I want to go see a movie. See, well, human nature. We don't have access to it. We want it. Well, you know. So yeah, I love going to the movies. And I'm the one that laughs hard if it's a comedy. Yeah. Do you make art? Um, I draw. I like to draw sketches, black and white. The symbol on my channel, actually, I drew it. Um, it's a lion's head, but I drew it. the thumbnail. So I like to do sketches, and I wish I had more time to do that because I love doing that. I just get lost in it, basically. Um, so that's my art. And during the pandemic, I don't know if some of you remember, I posted on Instagram that I started playing the guitar more. So I'm not an expert by all means right now. Actually, I gotta practice. You guys are. I gotta practice. See what you're doing? Um, but it's work in progress. But I love instruments. I started playing when I was young, but when I was 18. But I quit because I thought that if I would learn the instrument by heart, I wouldn't find pleasure in it anymore. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna not do it all together, and I'll play whenever whatever. And of course, I didn't stick to it. But I was getting pretty good at that time, and then I picked it back up. 18 years later. Just takes another lifetime to do it. What grounds you? Good question. Myself, breathing. Breathing deeply. When I find myself in that place of or a situation is created in that nature, I kind of visualize myself taking a step back and then just breathing deeply a few times. And from that point on, you know, you have better chances to deal with the situation in a more grounded or calm manner. Um, so that's what I do. Instead of reacting and getting into that kind of thing, I prefer to breathe and then find a solution to stay grounded in it. Let's see. Ah, man, I'm getting sleepy. And when I get sleepy, with me it's two things: sleep and food, being hungry. If I don't do those when I feel them, like they come all of a sudden, and if I don't go for them when I feel them, no, I'm out. Like I'm not responding to anything anymore. No, no, I'm done. So I'm just getting sleepy, so I'm not there yet. But I know coffee, right? Coffee doesn't do it for me though. I can sleep coffee. I can drink coffee and be going to bed 2 minutes after. Hmm. You're dismissed. Thank you. We've got 10 more minutes according to my time. Um, but I might go earlier. Let's see. Go to bed, Leo. Everybody's sending me to bed. You guys already know me. Do you practice Reiki? I don't practice it. I practice it only on friends, family, or whoever requests it from me. With animals, I enjoy doing it more. Um, and I'm actually looking into shelters or what do you call them, sanctuaries to work with animals. Let's see. start your channel, how long did it take you? I mentioned this in the beginning of this video. I started it 2019 May, at the end of May, and my first video posted was June 8th, 2019, so a week later, basically. And I had learned tarot a month prior to that, for a month. So, yeah, a month and a half. I started in April learning tarot. And then by the end of May, I opened up the channel. How long did it take for your channel to take off? 2 weeks. I don't know, it kind of took off pretty fast. Considering nobody knew, not even my friends, my family. I told them after, because things started picking up pretty fast. So, pretty fast, I would say. You know, it depends on everybody. No, I didn't know it from back home. I was actually running away from tarot readers back in Romania. I was like, who, these crooks? I'm not getting a reading. Screw them. I know, right? Oh man, this universe. Let's see. Do you get recognized? I did a couple of times. I think it was harder with the mask, but somebody recognized me recently in Chicago. I was visiting my family and I went to a bank, and it was funny because I had my mask on. I had, and that was months ago. So they were taking our numbers or something to check us in to the bank, and then the lady was very nice, took all my info down and everything, and then the last question is like, so now do you have a YouTube channel? I'm like, yeah, I do. So it's really interesting when that happens. In Sedona, I got somebody that was following me through a store, and it got a little weird. I mean, she was the seller, the owner of the store, so it was a little like, what the hell is going on? Because I'm not gonna steal crystals, but she knew the channel, so yeah, it happens sometimes. I don't go out much, so I wouldn't know necessarily, but when I do, especially if it's a big gathering, there's somebody there that probably knows me. Do you consider yourself shy? Not anymore. I used to be shy. Not really. As you can see, I blur it all out. Like, I have no shame even in the big wide world out there. So yeah, Sedona is just amazing. Water Baby just moved to Hawaii. I'm just gonna go probably visit her because I need a vacation for sure. So she's not there anymore, but man. Who is that? That's Felix. Felix, let's not rip through the screen door, please. Thank you. Okay, we're coming back, okay? Just talking to them. I'll tell them you said hi, but let's not break things. Thank you. Okay, I think we're good to go. Felix is requesting our presence inside. Just gonna probably enjoy this fire when it goes down. I think we're cool. I'm glad we got to talk a lot about you guys and not about me at all. This is the last time this is happening. Next time we're talking about you guys. favorite pastry? Donut. They called me donut for years. They still do. It's the only thing I have cravings for. I don't know why. Like when I have a craving for something, anything, it's a donut. So that's my nickname. Um, but it happens like once every 5 years. Okay, that's it. Enough about donuts. Enough about me. Um, yeah, jelly filled. Uh, that's it. For real this time. I'm going. It was nice to have you guys in my backyard. You watching the fire, me watching you while you watch the fire. Not creepy at all. Um, and thank you guys again for this milestone. And for participating, for anything, donating, emailing, um, anything you do to participate in this. And um, we might do this again sometime. I don't know. I'm not making any promises. This was a stepping stone for me, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Plus the 2-year anniversary of the channel, in between there. Plus, what else was it? Oh, we were supposed to relax. Yeah, we did that, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Love you guys, and I gotta figure out how to stop this because I haven't made a live in ages. I think I know.